Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cheryl Lynn, and it's actually evening in Australia. Is that correct, Miss Gertrude Charles?
Yes, it's actually evening in Nigeria.
Oh,
It's
you're in
8
Nigeria.
p.m. over here.
Okay, gotcha. You're in Nigeria.
Yes, I'm in Nigeria.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize. Okay, so anyway, I was on your Instagram and I am in the process of searching, of course, as everybody knows, influencers of joy. And you just stuck out to me. Your smile, all your positive input and feedback for everybody is just really inspiring. So my first question to you is how did you become this joyful person?
It took hard work. I didn't start off as a joyful person. I actually did struggle a bit with trying to find joy, trying to find excitement or being happy in my life. And it got to a point where I knew I had to do the work, and I spoke to a few friends, and I realized that it was just not me who was struggling with this. There are lots of women out there who are struggling to find the happiness inside, struggling to find what it means to actually be happy, to be in that place where you're joyful, you're satisfied with yourself. And that's really how Strong Women Small Boxes came about. So I've not always been this happy and joyful person, but I realized that if I wanted to be happy, which I know I wanted to, I had to do the work.
And so can you tell me a little bit more about that journey from not being very joyful to being joyful? Like what was the turning point or what the work was?
It started, I would say, deliberately about 3 years ago. So I would have moments of happiness and then moments where I was not so happy. And then I had to look in and find what exactly were those things that were making me unhappy, who and what was influencing my unhappiness, because it was really getting to a point where it was affecting my work, it was affecting my relationship, it was affecting my general life. Yeah. So I started looking in, trying to find out exactly what was the reason why I was feeling exactly the way I was feeling. And I started trying to practice this attitude of gratitude. So I would wake up in the morning, I would speak some nice words to myself, I would tell myself some good things and speak the same thing concerning my business. And remarkably, in 1 month, I realized that all of those thoughts that were coming in that would make me doubt myself, that would make me feel low, in 1 month where I had practiced this, I realized that I was not feeling that way anymore. I was a lot more confident in myself. I believed so much in my business and I was practically a lot happier in my relationship. So I started doing this a little bit more often and then it became a habit.
Good for
So it wasn't
you.
always this way, but I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. And you're a young woman. You have your whole life ahead of you to keep shining the light on other people, but mostly remembering to take time for you. So congratulations.
Yeah.
So before I
Thank
ask
you
you
so
any
much.
more, yeah, I meant to jump right into the questions, but could you just share everybody about what your coaching business is and how you work with female entrepreneurs specifically?
Okay, yeah. So, like I just shared earlier, I realized that being unhappy, being sad, being not positive could affect your business life and relationship and literally every aspect of a female entrepreneur's life. So, what I do as a business coach is in two parts. I like to train women on having the necessary business skills that they need to start and grow their business, to start your business, the necessary skills that it takes in accounting, in branding, in literally every aspect of life in your business. Now, the second and for me very important part of that job is having to deal with the mindset, which is what I do. It's a two-pack project where I'm helping you build the right mindset to grow your business, the right mindset to believe in yourself, to be positive about your business and the business that you're running, to project that attitude towards your business and see that you actually get the result. So in my coaching business, I like to incorporate these two aspects, getting the right attitude, getting the right positive mindset, then also helping you build the skills that you need in your business.
That's absolutely amazing. And what is your training in
Thank you
that?
so much. So I've been a business development manager for quite a while. I've worked with startups, I've worked with NGOs, I've worked with lots of organizations. As a few years ago, I worked with an agric firm in my country. It's a state government project. So I've been a business development manager for about 5, 6 years, training people, training small businesses, training startups, and all of that. Yeah.
So you're in business for yourself now?
Yes, I do have a business I run alongside this. I have
Oh,
a travel agency.
well, very cool. Well, wow, you are a woman of many means. Good for you.
Thank
Good.
you.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, can you, well, I think you pretty much defined joy for me, which is gratitude. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So my
Absolutely.
next question to you, and I always like to just pop up the screen on the screen for everybody to see that we're talking today about that joyly is a joy is a easy process, and the formula that we created for that is to find, be, and share, and
Mm.
not necessarily quick and fast, right? It sometimes takes a long time,
Yes,
but as long
yes,
as
it
you focus.
does.
So it feels like you really have found your joy. So how is it that you're being your joy every day? Like maybe something you could share a little story about
Absolutely.
the success
Absolutely.
of your work. Mm-hmm.
So, let me share something that happened quite recently. So, about 2 months ago, I was having a little bit of struggle in my business, and then, as someone who has always struggled with her self-esteem and confidence and finding joy and all of that, I started having thoughts that were not so good. Thought of maybe you shouldn't have done this. Maybe you really are not capable. Maybe it's going to fail and all of that. And immediately those thoughts started coming in. I found myself unconsciously saying, no, you can do this. No, you are capable. No, you are efficient. No, you are absolutely good. And in a few seconds, I realized what was happening. I had trained my mind in such a way that immediately those thoughts come in, I was fighting back, even if I was not doing it consciously. So it is always a journey, and I am super excited. I'm at this point where I don't let it sink in. As it's coming in, I'm fighting it, and I'm getting better at it every single day.
That's amazing. And do you have support on that process, or?
Yes, yes, I do. I have an amazing husband who is quite supportive. I have friends around me. I've come to realize that it's always important to have a community, because the right set of people around you can influence how you think about yourself and how you project that feeling into every aspect of your life. So I've come to grow a circle of friends who are absolutely supportive, who are speaking the right kind of words to me, who are supportive in every single aspect of
It
my
is
life.
so important to have good people around you, like the 5
Yeah,
people that are right in your circle. You want to make sure they're strong and supportive and not
yeah,
tearing you down, but building you up.
yeah,
Good for you.
absolutely.
The last question I have is about sharing your joy. So obviously, you are sharing lots of it every day, all day long in your business
Thank
development and working
you.
as a coach. So I'm just curious if there's some other way that you are working toward to share your joy more, maybe a book, or is there something else that you're planning in the future that you might like to share with us?
Absolutely. So I've actually been working on a book. It's going to take a while, and but I do have an amazing story that I would love to share. And I'm actually working on a book, and it's going to be not just about me, but about lots of women who are going through this process every single day. Lots of women who are trying to find themselves, even without knowing that there are other women who are struggling to all of this. So I'm actually working on a book, and I believe it should be ready by next year. So I would definitely be sharing so much joy, so much love to
Oh my
every
goodness.
single person as much as possible.
I bet you're collecting great stories too
Yes, I
along the
am.
way.
Yes, I am.
That's beautiful. I look forward to reading that. I'm extremely intrigued.
I'll definitely be sharing it with you.
Okay, last thing, is there anything you'd like to share, a website or any event that you have coming up or any services or anything like that? Please share.
Yeah, so please do check out my page. It's Strong Women Small Boxes. It's on Instagram. We have a new podcast that we have just launched, which exactly will be doing so much of sharing joy and happiness and all of this. So if you are thinking that you are alone in whatever you're struggling with, just know that you are not alone. So go check out our podcast, as we'll be sharing challenges that so many women, such as you and myself, are struggling with, and how they are overcoming this every single day.
You are awesome. Thank you so much for being on our show, and I look forward to staying in touch and keeping apprised of all your adventures and your success.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Keep
Thanks so much
on
for having
keep
me.
on being an influencer of joy. I really appreciate it.
Same here. Thank you so much.